everybody, I'm Leticia, and I have a quick question for you. Have you ever made plans that just didn't quite work out? I know I have. And I think we've all experienced that. Looking at the world the way it is right now. Well, today's story is about three fishermen who, by the name of Simon Peter, James, and John, they also made plans for their lives that, you guessed it didn't quite work out the way they planned. One evening, they were out on the lake all night trying to catch fish, only to return to the shore empty-handed. The fish just weren't biting.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Upon returning to the shore that day, the men washed their nets, when suddenly, Simon Peter looked up and seen a man stepping into his boat. The man was Jesus. People loved gathering to hear Jesus speak. In fact, such a large crowd gathered on the shore that morning that Jesus decided to teach the people from Simon Peter's boat. Once Jesus was speaking, he looked to Peter and he said,
"Put out into deep water and let the net down for a catch."
Now, Simon Peter was pretty sure that they weren't going to catch any fish since he had already been out all night and hadn't caught one fish. But he still let down his nets, all because Jesus wanted him to. What could it hurt by listening to what Jesus said? Maybe Jesus had a different plan in mind. He took the boat out into deep water and prepared to throw the nets overboard. And when they did, something amazing happened. All of a sudden, fish! The fish were biting. Tons and tons of fish. Remarkably, the fish were biting. There were so many fish that kept coming that they couldn't haul it all in on their own. So Simon Peter motioned over to his buddies in the boat nearby, and they worked together to haul in all of that fish. And there was so much that not only their nets were starting to break, but both boats were so filled that they were in danger of sinking. Simon Peter knew that Jesus was someone great. He knew him as a wise teacher. But at that moment, as he stood in that boat with fish knee-deep, he realized that Jesus was someone far greater. He fell before Jesus and he said,
"Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man."
In that moment, Simon Peter knew that Jesus was the almighty powerful Son of God. He didn't feel worthy to have Jesus in his boat. Listen to what Jesus told him in Luke 5:10.
"Don't be afraid. From now on, you will catch men."
Simon Peter, James, and John, and all the others hauled their boats full of fish back to shore. And the Bible tells us that when Jesus stepped out of the boat, these men left everything and they followed Jesus. Jesus told them that they were going to catch men. They didn't even know what that meant, let alone how to do it. But they trusted God and they left their boats, their fish, and their plans behind. And they chose to follow Jesus because they believed he had something greater for their lives. So here's the thing. God is calling us to trust him. I don't think any one of us planned for 2020 to turn out the way it has. Maybe you were planning on being inside of a classroom for the new school year. Maybe you had a birthday party planned that you couldn't end up having after all. Or maybe a fun family vacation had to get postponed. Whatever it is, this story is a great reminder that God always has a greater plan in mind. Life sometimes doesn't always make sense, but we can trust that God is always in control, and we can trust him no matter what. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you next week. Bye.